It's been a year since a Clay County man was found murdered in his home, and his family and friends are still hoping for answers.
Earlier today, construction picked up at Centerpoint as more concrete was poured.
The United Kingdom has a new leader. I'm Jonathan Vigliotti in London. Coming up, we'll introduce you to Prime Minister Theresa May.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. It's an anniversary they do not want to celebrate.
A Southern Kentucky family gathered in a cemetery to remember a man who died a year ago today. Police say someone murdered Lawrence Sizemore of Clay County and set his house on fire. WKYT's Phil Pendleton talked to his family at the somber remembrance. It's our top story at 4:30.
This is the family cemetery in Clay County where 69-year-old Lawrence Sizemore is laid to rest. Kentucky State Police say that he was murdered and his home was set on fire. And now, a year after his death, his family is pleading for answers. Relatives with matching shirts and a mission for answers visited the home of where the man was found dead 1 year ago. Lawrence Sizemore lived in Sexton's Creek, a small rural community nestled on the Clay-Owsley County line on Highway 577. State police say he was killed, but no one has been brought to justice. Relatives say that is extremely frustrating for them.
We don't go a day without thinking about him or the wonderful memories we have of him. My childhood was filled with Uncle Larry because he was actually my next door neighbor when he lived in Indiana. Kentucky
State Police are investigating. They say they believe that robbery may have been a motive. In Clay County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
State police say the murder is still an active investigation and they are following up on all leads. Lexington police say a prostitution sting led to a woman being charged with human trafficking. Police arrested Vanessa Gordon yesterday on Elkhorn Drive. The victim told police that Gordon arranged her meetups and would drive her to meet clients. When police arrested Gordon, they say she had the victim's ID, social security card, and more than $1,500. Today in court, a judge set a $5,000 full cash bond. Gordon will be back in court July 18th. Movement this afternoon at the Centerpoint project in downtown Lexington.
Today, trucks could be seen pouring concrete. This progress comes after long delays and even lawsuits in the project that began all the way back in 2008. Victor Puente has reaction from nearby business owners on the latest developments.
The activity happening behind me is good news to other businesses. They tell me they've spent a long time waiting for signs of progress, and today they appear to have gotten it. Earlier today, concrete trucks made their way to the bottom of the Centerpoint construction. Retaining walls were being poured as part of the beginning of the underground parking garage. In May, developer Dudley Webb said he and another businessman are paying for the $38 million garage with their own money. Those walls will be followed by an office tower and 2 hotels, a Marriott and a Residence Inn. Business owners near the construction site say they're excited to see movement. They say once the project is complete, they expect more visitors to the downtown area.
There will be more hotels for people to stay at. I think they're going to have a retail spot over there, so there'll be more shops, so you can bounce from one shop to the other. Because right now I'm kind of like the only retail shop apart from like Civic Center, and so it'll be great. It'll be worth holding on for.
Back in May, Dudley Webb said their plan was to have the underground parking garage finished by the end of the year. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Now, Webb has said keeping the 2 construction cranes in the downtown construction site costs him about $35,000 a month.
We saw a small chance of rain today, but most of us are going to stay dry as we head throughout the afternoon.
But those storm chances really ramping up tomorrow and Friday. Let's check in now with our chief meteorologist, Chris Bailey. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Sam. Hi, Amber. Yeah, those thunderstorm chances, again, we can't get too far away from them. They'll be back with us later tonight and certainly through the day tomorrow. It's kind of looking the part out there now. We look at that live sky cam and across the Bluegrass region into the Hamburg Pavilion area, mix of sun and some clouds. 88 degrees. You know what? That's about normal right now. It's the middle of July. Upper 80s normal. 96 degrees, though, is what it feels like from the humidity that is at 61%. But like we've seen all summer, anytime we get a truly very tropical feeling day, we still have a gusty wind that is out there. Can we blow up a thunderstorm? Well, not having a whole lot of success right now, but look to our west. Thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms, Indianapolis through most of Illinois into sections of St. Louis. Those thunderstorms are eastbound along Interstate 64, and if they hold together, at least in weekend fashion, we'll get in here later tonight. But through the day tomorrow, storms will increase, and yeah, a few of those could be strong. The weekend, it's a close call right now between very nice and very stormy. I'll show you what I mean by that when I get back in a few minutes.
A member of the Franklin County Sheriff's Office is getting a lot of praise after a good deed caught on camera, and it's going viral on social media. Well, here's Sergeant Steve LaLumandier with all these children around him at an ice cream truck in the Capitol Mobile Home Park last weekend. He bought them all ice cream. The video shot by Christina Watson is up to nearly 40,000 views on Facebook. Sheriff Pat Melton said the sergeant, they all know as Tex, is helping create a good relationship in the community.
To have this type of interaction with kids, it's huge. It sets them, hey man, that deputy, hey, there's Deputy Tex, you know, or Sergeant Tex. He bought our ice cream. You know, it feels good. It's the right thing to do, and I think for those kids, there'll be a friendship. They'll remember that.
Sheriff Melton said the sergeant's actions show the quality of law enforcement across Kentucky. You know, just an ice cream cone on a hot summer day with a kid, it goes a long way.
Yeah, that is a big gesture for those little ones for sure.
The United Kingdom has a new prime minister after weeks of political uncertainty.
Theresa May will lead the country in the wake of Britain's divisive Brexit vote to leave the European Union. Jonathan Vigalotti reports from London.
Theresa May addressed the nation from her new home at 10 Downing Street after becoming Britain's new prime minister.
Together, we will build a better Britain.
Earlier in the day, May sat behind David Cameron as he spoke in Parliament one last time before handing in his resignation to Queen Elizabeth. Cameron failed in his bid to keep the UK in the European Union and urged May to find a successful way out.
My advice to my successor, who is a brilliant negotiator, is that we should try to be as close to the European Union as we can be.
Amid political turmoil over Britain's contentious Brexit vote last month, May rose to the top spot after her only contenders dropped out.
Brexit means Brexit.
The Conservative Party member campaigned for Britain to remain in the EU, but says she will respect the will of the people.
As we leave the European Union, we will forge a bold, new, positive role for ourselves in the world.
May was a member of Parliament for nearly 20 years. Here she earned a reputation for being tough on policing, terrorism, and immigration. Her toughest challenge may be uniting a nation deeply divided by Brexit. Supporters hope she will follow in the footsteps of the first female prime minister, Margaret Thatcher, who was known as the Iron Lady. Jonathan Vigalotti, CBS News, London.
Prime Minister May met with Queen Elizabeth, who asked her to form a new government. May is expected to appoint a minister in charge of implementing Britain's exit from the EU. A popular python at the Louisville Zoo named Monty has been euthanized. The 13-foot, 38-year-old Burmese python came to the Louisville Zoo in 1981. Zookeepers say they decided to euthanize the snake yesterday because he was losing weight and was diagnosed with lymphoma. Zoo officials say the python was a great ambassador for his species and had made several appearances on local TV stations with its handlers. The
Bluegrass Fair kicking off this week in Lexington. I'll take the handoff. The rides are already set up and were being inspected yesterday. Most of the rides have already been used this year at other fairs around the state. The Bluegrass Fair at Masterson Station Park starts tomorrow and runs through July 24th. The cast of the hit Broadway show Hamilton helping presidential candidate Hillary Clinton on the campaign trail. Details ahead.
At Bryant Heating and Cooling, providing home comfort is our only priority.
That's why we're always here for you, and we never charge overtime. No hidden fees.
Because we know if you're calling on the weekend, something's wrong.
Call us anytime. We're here when you need us most.
For almost 50 years, the Don Franklin family has served Central Kentucky with a handshake and an honest man's good word. Because here at Don Franklin Auto, we're big enough to have an unbeatable selection and small enough to know you. And you get rewarded for knowing us. Come see us in London on Highway 25 South and ask about our loyalty program. You could save thousands on your next auto purchase.
Respect and trust comes standard with us. DonFranklinAuto.com.
On Friday, I tripped in the outfield. My dentures got cracked on the ball. I called Aspen Dental to get them replaced, and they saw me in no time at all. They worked on my teeth while I worked on my swing, and what's more, all that work hardly cost me a thing. So now that my dentures are firmly in place, when I slide in the third, I can leave with my face.
With dentures starting at just $3.99 and a money-back guarantee, dentistry's never been easier. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
Suff's Furniture and Oriental Rug is having a Stickley Furniture summer sale now through July 25th. Save 40% off all Mission Oak or Cherry furniture. Come out to Suff's on Nicholasville Road this Thursday for the Stickley Roadshow, featuring Stickley historian Mike Daniel, who will appraise your prized Stickley piece and give an insight into the oldest, most revered quality furniture manufacturer. Suff's will give away a Stickley rocker valued at $1,400. So come to Suff's this Thursday for the Stickley Roadshow and sale.
Discover the wonder of an underwater world where sharks surround you and what you see has rarely been seen, where you can touch the mightiest of creatures and families explore together. Discover the wonder at Newport Aquarium. See, touch, explore together. Now your kids can discover the wonder for free. 2 kids get in free with each adult paying full price Sunday through Friday after 4. Tickets available online only at newportaquarium.com.
At Bryant Heating and Cooling, providing home comfort is our only priority.
That's why we're always here for you, and we never charge overtime. No hidden fees.
Because we know if you're calling on the weekend, something's wrong.
Call us anytime. We're here when you need us most.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Hey, now it's feeling like summer finally across the Bluegrass State. A little humidity in the air today. All right, a lot of humidity in the air today. Temperature's not bad. Humidity is absolutely off the charts, though. Let's look outside, see what we can find on those 9 live sky cams. Kentucky weather cams covering the Bluegrass State. Everybody with a mix of sun and some clouds. And in a few cases, you can almost see the steam that is showing up in the air. 96 is what it feels like in Lexington. Now, that's a heat index. That isn't the actual car thermometer, the actual back porch thermometer. Look at western Kentucky. 100 degrees or a little better showing up into the western part of the state. Actual temperatures are still into the upper 80s for many of us. Moorhead and Maysville up to 90, 88 Lexington, Mount Sterling into Richmond. Hello, London. Look at Somerset, cool spot at 86 degrees. You had some showers and thunderstorms yesterday. Wet ground right now, keeping temperatures seasonal, but it's also adding a little more humidity into the mix. Defender Radar Network, nothing is out there. We could pop a scattered thunderstorm this evening. Bigger thunderstorms around Indianapolis, back toward parts of St. Louis. That's with a cold front that is slowly working its way toward the Bluegrass State. That will arrive as we go into the day tomorrow. So the potential is there for some of the storms that we're seeing to our west to be right on top of us tomorrow. Some of those can be strong. A storm or two left over on Friday. It is late Friday into early Saturday. I could still see some showers and thunderstorms increasing a bit. A storm or two out there Friday. Second half of Saturday right now, at least, looks a little better than the first half of our Saturday. Rain chances, made a few changes to that to knock those numbers down a little bit for the weekend. Now, if we can get a big push on this front all the way into the Tennessee Valley, that's better for us. That'll give us a better brand of air and drier conditions. We'll fine-tune where that front decides it wants to check up over the next couple of days. Early next week, we'll watch the northwestern sky as heat tries to build in. Some thunderstorms may try to introduce a very hot pattern by the end of next week. Short term, most of us stay dry this evening. End of the day tomorrow, can't make any promises in terms of staying dry. We're going to fight a thunderstorm or two. Problem is it's going to punch back with some heavy rains from time to time, especially into the afternoon when some of the storms can be a bit on the strong side. Initially, middle of the afternoon, those temperatures may spike closer to 90. Then the rains come and those numbers will drop very, very quickly. How does your Friday look? This is one computer model. But again, it is trying its best by the end of the day into some of those Friday evening plans of getting in on some thunderstorms. And any storm that goes up Friday evening can put down some heavy rains. Look at that into Friday night and early Saturday morning. But by Saturday afternoon, skies are breaking out into a partly sunny sky. We've got temperatures that aren't bad, mid-80s, upper 80s, southern Kentucky, but humidity levels will come way down during that time as well. 7-day forecast. I warned you yesterday. I said you're going to look at this and you're going to think, no, it's going to rain all the time. It is not going to rain all the time. The chance is certainly there. I like tomorrow's chances better now than any other day over the next week. Get into the weekend, some isolated stuff is still a possibility. With temperatures, that'll come down a little bit. Watch the middle and end of next week, guys. The heat may really build in for the first time this summer.
I was going to say it's already uncomfortable out there now.
It's
and
only
think about
88,
that. I know.
but it feels like it's close to 100
Yeah.
in some areas
Easily.
because of the humidity.
All right.
End of next week, I think we're going to get some real deal heat at the end of July into August.
Oh, I just can't wait.
All right, there you go. You've been warned.
We have. Thank you, Chris.
It's a fun activity at camp called the Blob. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at Pepper Hill Farm Day Camp today.
Mics.
Big Brother is listening.
Cameras.
Big Brother is watching.
Action.
It's not summer without Big Brother.
This summer, Big Brother is your all-inclusive.
Bam, bam, bam. Twist, twist, twist. My mind is blown.
Fun-filled.
I love it. I need it. I gotta have it.
Vacation destination.
We're about to be rocking this house like a hurricane.
Julie Chen hosts.
You're in for one crazy trip. I can't wait.
Don't miss an all-new Big Brother. CBS tonight.
That must be the HVAC company. Sure hope they called the Comforter Man. Yeah, they just won the Angie's List Super Service Award for the 6th year in a row. And they have the best warranty in town.
I'm on my way.
Yeah!
Honey, are you gonna work on the house today?
Yeah, honey. Just getting going.
You don't have to be Mr. Fix-It to make your home more energy efficient. Billing Insights, our free online energy audit, makes it easy. Just log in and fill out a few facts about your home, and we'll provide advice on ways to lower your energy costs. Plus, we'll send you a free LED bulb. Intercounty Energy and Clark Energy, your Kentucky Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
If you have a business dispute, the consultation is free, and you don't pay us unless we're successful for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
The world is a pretty big place, yet somehow we're all connected. Somehow, the world is at our fingertips, now more than ever, in the stylish Toyota Corolla with Entune audio, Bluetooth and backup camera, all standard. Corolla tunes in to the rest of the world like no other car in its class. Now get a low monthly payment with 0% financing up to 72 months. That's 0% for 6 years. Toyota, let's go places.
Come celebrate Continental Sewing Center's grand opening with huge savings going on now at our new location. Let us show you how to make money with our large selection of sewing, embroidery, and quilting machines, including full lines of Brothers, Simplicity, and Janome. Get no interest with free lifetime support and trainings. We carry crafting machines and supplies, including a large selection of vinyl. Plus, you'll get to step inside our Thread Vault Continental Sewing Center, now at our new location, 1331 Eastland Drive, next to the Collins Bowling Center.
Are you tired of juggling your finances and can't afford those remodeling projects?
Surplus Sales has beautiful kitchen cabinets at unbeatable prices.
In stock and ready to take home. Come on down to Surplus Sales for some great deals.
Restaurant Week is coming.
That must be the HVAC company. Sure hope they called the Comforter Man. Yeah, they just won the Angie's List Super Service Award for the 6th year in a row. And they have the best warranty in town.
I'm on my way.
Yeah!
Get WKYT news and weather updates on 104.5 The Cat.
Summer camp normally means summer fun and outdoor activities, of course. Deanne Stevens is taking advantage of both those this afternoon as she turns into a camper.
Yeah, she is out and about today, joining us from Pepper Hill Farm Day Camp with more. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at Pepper Hill Farm Day Camp in Nicholasville, Kentucky. We're checking out the different waterfront activities. From what I understand, one of the most popular areas here at camp. Kevin Salee is with us. Kevin, how long have you been at Pepper Hill?
I've been coming here since I was about 8 or 9. Been a counselor for about 10 years now, so I just can't keep away.
Okay, that seems to be the trend because some of the counselors we talked to a little bit ago, they all grew up here.
That's right, and some of them are my friends still to this day. So
talk about camp and what it does for kids, being outdoors, no phones out here, no electronics.
That's right. It's good for them to kind of disconnect from, you know, life in the city. It's good for them to get outside, experience things that they normally wouldn't be able to do. Horseback riding, archery, everything here we have on the waterfront, kayaking, canoeing.
So what are we watching here? This is the blob, right?
Yeah, this is called the blob. So one person stands up at the top of the tower there, and while one person's crawling out, they're gonna jump and send the person that's sitting on the end into the water. And it's one of our most popular activities here at camp.
I'm glad I didn't get volunteered for that. Oh, okay, that was a smaller one. And then out there, what's the rave?
The rave is a water trampoline. So you'll see people jumping out there, and the thing sticking on the side of it is a log, and so kids can try to run across that, and no one really makes it to the end.
To be a kid again, right? Dave Mahan with us. Dave, how old are the kids out here at Pepper Hill?
We actually start them with our kinder camp about 2, but as far as the big camp here, we start at 5, we go all the way up to 14.
And there's a grad camp, which are the 12, 13, 14-year-olds, right?
13, 14, that's a grad camp. They do a lot of traveling off camp and do some trips. They're going to whitewater rafting here in 3 weeks, so that's a fun trip.
How do folks get more info?
PepperhillKids.com. There's links. There's all kinds of stuff on there. They can look, pictures. You can even schedule, come out here, and we'll give you a tour. So, gotcha?
Pepper Hill, KIDZ.
You tell Jennifer she needs to send her kids out here.
That's right, Jennifer and the whole crew. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about to jump, maybe climb up on the blob and check it out. No promises on jumping on it. Check out PepperhillKids, KIDZ.com. Back to you guys.
It looks like so much fun, but also looks very frightening from, I guess, my adult
Oh,
years.
you'd have a good time. You would. We'd bounce you right off that thing.
Quentin Tarantino is counting down a career.
And the stars of the new Ghostbusters taking over New York. Chris Martinez has your eye on entertainment.
Which I have no idea what it's going to look like.
The stars of the new Ghostbusters film were at New York's Empire State Building Tuesday. Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon, and Leslie Jones joined director Paul Feig at the Landmark ahead of the film's big opening. The film is a reboot of the 1984 comedy classic, which McCarthy saw as a teenager.
I just remember being completely bewildered by the mix of comedy and action and how it looked in those four characters. There's something about the unlikely heroes.
The new film features cameos by surviving members of the original. Look for them when Ghostbusters opens nationwide on Friday. Emma Roberts and Dave Franco were also in New York for last night's premiere of their new film, Nerve.
Okay, speed up.
Yes, ma'am. Roberts stars as a high school senior who steps out of her shell to play an online game about dares and soon finds herself caught up in something much larger.
When you're anonymous on the internet, you can say whatever you want, and this movie definitely kind of shows the different sides of that, the good and the bad.
Nerve opens nationwide on July 27th. And someday moviegoers won't have Quentin Tarantino to kick around anymore. The two-time Oscar winner says he'll make just 2 more films before calling it quits as a director. Tarantino's work includes Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, and Reservoir Dogs. And that's your eye on entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Hillary Clinton teaming up with the hottest name on Broadway for a campaign fundraiser. She spoke to an audience of donors who had paid anywhere from $2,700 to $100,000 for a ticket to see a special performance of the musical Hamilton with the original cast. And after the show, creator Lin-Manuel Miranda introduced Hillary Clinton by taking a shot at Donald Trump, asking the crowd, quote, "Are you going to vote for the guy who wants to build a wall or for someone who's building bridges?"
Former NBA star Lamar Odom's life seems to be spiraling out of control again. Odom was booted from a Delta flight from LA to New York for being too drunk and repeatedly vomiting on the plane. Witnesses say he was drinking beer and whiskey at the Delta Sky Club before boarding the plane. Odom appeared to be getting his life back on track since being found unconscious at a Nevada brothel in October of last year. His estranged wife, Khloe Kardashian, refiled for divorce in May after pausing proceedings last year to help take care of him.
A toddler going viral for having the eye of the tiger. A look at his impressive moves after the break.
Still think you can get more from the big box store? Think again. How about award-winning service with manufacturer-authorized technicians or sales professionals to help you find the right product for your home? A store with deep roots in our community that will be here after those big box stores are long gone. If you want to get more without paying more, think outside the big box. Think P-Rats. Since 1946, nobody beats P-Rats.
Join me, Denny Crum.
And me, Joe B. Hall.
for the biggest hearing event of the year.
Do you hear but don't understand? Do you struggle to hear in noise? We want 300 people to take the 10-day challenge.
Call the number below to evaluate the latest invisible hearing technology. 1 week only at all of our convenient locations.
Hearing Solutions, helping you listen to what you're missing.
53 years and going strong. It's Burke Furniture's 53rd anniversary sale. And to celebrate, we're offering 18 months free financing. Incredible savings on gorgeous furniture like Broyhill, Hooker, and Paula Deen up to 60% off. Bedrooms, dining rooms, sofas, accessories, and more. With over 65,000 square feet of fabulous showroom. And it's all specially priced just for this sale. And don't forget about our bedding. Burke's has a huge selection of mattresses from Serta and more. Burke's 53rd anniversary sale.
Suff's Furniture and Oriental Rug is having a Stickley Furniture summer sale now through July 25th. Save 40% off all Mission Oak or Cherry furniture. Come out to Suff's on Nicholasville Road this Thursday for the Stickley Roadshow, featuring Stickley historian Mike Daniel, who will appraise your prized Stickley piece and give an insight into the oldest, most revered quality furniture manufacturer. Suff's will give away a Stickley rocker valued at $1,400. So come to Suff's this Thursday for the Stickley Roadshow and sale.
One of the toughest decisions a family has to make is to place a loved one in a nursing home. When you make that decision, you pay for and should expect professional, loving care. Garcia, Artiglaire, and Medby is devoted to protecting the rights of the elderly. If your loved one has been the victim of falls, broken bones, bed sores, dehydration, infection, or malnutrition, or if you suspect nursing home neglect or abuse of your loved one, call Garcia, Artiglaire, and Medby today at 1-844-738-6786. We'd like to help.
At least in Lexington, a really nice day. I know it was a little humid, a little getting warmer, and felt hotter than I think it was as far as the numbers, but really pretty nice day.
If you could get in some shade, have a little bit of that breeze, because I did feel a little breeze out there at one point, Chris Bailey.
That has been our saving grace for the day. We've got a wind right now to the southwest, roughly 14, 15 miles an hour, so at least we have that in our favor. The humidity, though, as Sam was mentioning, really off the charts. Those temperatures are into the upper 80s into most areas. Around here, we call that normal for the month of July, and that is indeed what we are talking about. But the heat index is up there into the mid and maybe some upper 90s. Can we pop a thunderstorm or two? Yeah, we can. We had a few earlier this morning. Skies, though, cleaning up this afternoon, and at any point an isolated shower or thunderstorm can come calling, but some bigger storms lurking to our northwest will shoot in here late tonight and certainly into the day tomorrow. Tomorrow's storm chances, as we talked yesterday, much greater than what we had out there today. We'll come back in a few minutes and fire up a brand new hour-by-hour forecast. Right now, let's fire up Officer Don. He's got traffic for you.
A couple of things happening on the inner and outer loops of the circle between Richmond Road and Hamburg, and bumper to bumper right now, especially on the inner loop. Stalled car got us off to a bad start and on that part of town. Now, outbound Harrodsburg Road turned out to be a two-car non-injury collision. Going to move that out of the way near the circle. Drive times on the interstate, 75 into Scott County, looks good to Georgetown. Same deal headed toward Richmond on 75 across the Clays Ferry Bridge. Now back to in the studio.
An animal totals a car, and check out a toddler's moves. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
After locking itself in a car, a Colorado bear was not very happy, and neither was the car's owner. The sheriff's deputies are puzzled as well. They say they aren't really sure how the bear got into the car because no windows were broken. The door handles were not just the kind you just lift up, and yet somehow the bear managed to open a door, crawl inside, then close the door behind him. Deputies decided the safest and quickest way to let the bear out would be to open up the back hatch. But that wasn't easy since the bear had caused so much damage to the inside. When they finally did get that door open, the bear was keen on getting back into the wild, just took off. Unfortunately, the car is likely a total loss. The owner says they're not sure whether or not they can salvage what's left because bears, if you don't know, really don't smell really good.
Can you imagine taking that in, trying to get your car detailed and saying, a bear got stuck in here?
Got stuck in, yeah.
Check this out. A diaper-clad toddler is becoming a viral star for his moves mimicking Rocky Balboa. Check it out. Little Charlie is not allowed to watch the fight scenes yet, but this hilarious video shows him totally in sync with Rocky step by step as the two train together together in Rocky II. The popular video was even retweeted by Stallone himself. With enough training, it won't be long before Charlie is ready to defeat Apollo, Creed, Mr. T, or in the case of Rocky IV and the Cold War. That is too cute this afternoon.
He's even doing push-ups.
Yeah, he's going right along with it. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Something to smile about today. Much more to come now at 5 here on WKYT.